No. No. That domino is pretty highly ranked. But even if they ban our Nimrod, I don't think they're getting rid of our Guardian, so I think I'm okay there. Okay, and they had bigger fish to fry, so hopefully we can get one of the two. I think I'm going to take Valkyrie here. There are a few places where she's going to come in handy. Hey, Bean. Um, I can't even remember if I streamed this morning, honestly. Oh, no, I did. I did. I did incursions. Yeah, so you're not imagining it. Maybe I should have taken Crossbones. I should have taken Crossbones because there's Nick, and he also works for that. I'm probably not going to be at 100 for this stream, honestly. I have some scotch in front of me. But I just want to try and get some more progress in. Because we are starting to run out of time. I would still love to draft a true domino counter, though. Kind of feels like they have more threats than answers is the good thing. They just really wanted me to draft skill this time. I think I'll just take long shot. Not entirely sure what to do here as far as offense versus defense. Okay, if they're going to do that, then I'm not going to use Thing just yet, so let's go ahead and throw long shot down, see what happens. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. I think Scorpion goes here. I don't love it, but it'll work. There we go. That was actually starting to do some damage. Come on. Thank you. Okay, then we have it. Because there's no way that loses then. Hey, B. Hmm. Alright, so that's round one. Let's not rest on our laurels. We have an option for basically everyone but Domino, which tells me he's going to use Domino. I haven't updated yet, which means Valkyrie probably still works. Doesn't mean I like it. The question is, who do I throw on defense? Probably Kingpin. I did not end up having to take Doom B. Our Blade player is not particularly happy with me for the assignment, but they crushed it. Hey, Alberto. I don't even mind losing this round. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. Hey, Devil Dog. Oh no, that's not long enough. That's not long enough. But he didn't purify it, which is good. Yeah, the weaknesses are really slowing me down. Yeah, Devil Dog, that's a common problem. They're working on it. Hopefully that gets fixed soon. Well, if they're not done, I feel great about this fight. I'm just shocked they're not done. Glad to hear, Alberto. Thanks, Jim. Is Absorbing Man, Kate, or the next one my favorite? It's a difficult question. It's not the next one because they're still in the like paper design phase, honestly. It's quite a ways out from number 3. Um, so they can't be my favorite yet. But out of the first two, they speak to different parts of me. Like Kate is fun, but she, even though I hope she finds a place in war, she's not ever going to be the war champ that Carl is. Like that's just what he was built for. He is a soldier, and he is a damn good one. Um, and I really, really like that about him because war is the game mode that matters to me the most. But I also really like Kate. I poured like everything I love about the skill class into her almost. Like wake up intercepts, the Elsa counter evade, punishing heavies and specials, hitting into block, backing people up, perfect release. She is a love letter to what other designers have done well in that class. I don't think I can pick between the two of them. Like, I know everybody's like, oh, I love all my children equally, but at least at the moment, it does kind of feel like that. Like, they are both special in such different ways. Hey, Lucifer. Thanks so much for the super chat, Jim. I really appreciate that. That's very kind. One thing I've tried with Korg and Bishop is special oneing right before the rock stacks come back and hope the incinerates get shrugged. Yeah, I've definitely done that before. The last couple times I took Bishop, it felt like the special twos did enough to be worth it. I'm a little bit less convinced this time. So maybe I will try the special one next time. I may have gotten a little bit lucky. Hey, Rye. Yeah, I'm probably getting her pre-release crystals. I mean, of course I am. It's not the highest paying gig in the world by any means, but I'm gonna buy my own pre-release crystals. I'll be that chump. But I appreciate it. I really like them both. I keep reaching for the whiskey like every time I have a moment, and that's probably a slightly higher rate of consumption than I want if this stream is going to go well. Hey, Vega. Then we'll find out who's his favorite child. Oh, don't do that to me. That would be very difficult. Like, as a tiebreaker, Carl has higher prestige, but it's not by a lot. I am hoping to make a pitch for number 3 to have truly high prestige. But we'll see. We've got some time before then. I have a bad habit of drinking whatever's in front of me while playing video games. Exactly, B. Like, if it's water, it's not a problem, but it is just slightly too frequent for scotch. Wanted to rank 5 Absorbing Man so badly, but got Mutant. Yeah, I don't even know, man. Like, I'm really, really happy with Reed. I don't know which gem I wanted more, Mystic or Science. I mean, I'm extremely happy with this, so I'm not going to think about it too much, but I get where you're coming from. Mutant was the one I wanted the least. Although, having seen what other people have done um, with rank 5 Apocalypse and War the last few wars he hasn't been banned, that's not the worst fate. And thanks again, Jim. I really appreciate it. Is there a champ in game that I want to design a counter for? Interesting. So, this is a good question. One second. I probably need to make sure I pick up Valkyrie to counter Void, and she also works for Korg, so yeah, I'll lock that one in. I think the cop-out answer is designing a counter for your own champions when you make a defender is something that almost feels like a responsibility. So since my next champ is far enough out, if it's possible, without stepping on class lines or whatever, that they would counter Carl, I'd probably be okay with that. That could be kind of fun. But that's probably not the highest priority. Because I feel like Carl has enough counters. It's truly a pretty high number of them. So I think... Let's see, who do I... Oh, I would love to counter, or to build a true counter to Scorpion. Kate dances on it, because she has Cold Snap and Tranquilize, right? And blocks pretty well. She is close. But she's not quite there. I would love to build somebody who just does not care at all about Scorpion. Because he really annoys me defensively. Okay, this is interesting. I imagine they're going to use Scorpion, so do I want to do the same? Or do I want to go Valkyrie? I think I have to do Scorpion because I need Valkyrie on the sidelines. Don't think anyone else is the right call. Which one rides in the top seat of the dual stroller? Spoken like a dad. Who did they end up using? Org? Okay, well, I guess they're letting me have this one? That almost feels like it was a mistake and they may have timed out or something. Oh, I should have used poison. Why did I use rupture? I know it takes advantage of the relic, but direct damage. That wasn't the right move. Come on, buddy. Bro. Ben. Thank you. I'll take 48k. It is the thing. Not too upset with Mutant, to be honest. Decided to take up Bishop. Yeah, that's been a fairly popular choice. Definitely would have been on my shortlist, too. He's been fun to play with. 980k special, too. That's very cool. Any chance of the pause button, Battlegrounds going bye-bye? It has been discussed. We don't have any solutions, so I don't want to talk too much about the specific ones, but I'm not the only employee at Kabam or the most senior one who hates the pausing BS. So I expect something to happen eventually. Interesting. Thanks so much, Jim. You've been very kind this stream. I appreciate it. I guess I'll be sad if they throw Void down in the last round and I lose this, but I'm hoping not to lose this. Never mind. Jesus Christ. I hate this guy so much. I tried to block the end of that, honestly. Sir! I hate him so much. That's just always how he is. It's the worst. Alright, somebody paused, didn't they? Just blowing cash before I go to Disney. Hope you enjoy your trip, man. I want to go back to Disney soon. Hey, ASAP. So what champions not in MCOC yet could I see gain immunity to rupture by class? That's an interesting question. I'm starting by thinking through the characters that were in Summoner's Choice recently. Blue Marvel seems the obvious one to me, right? Because like his body composition is supposed to be altered, he can survive in the negative zone. It feels like that would be a decent pitch for him. I'm trying to think outside of that. Let's see. I've mentioned Cannonball. That would probably be a stretch. I don't think White Tiger is a good candidate. Hmm. I'm gonna think about that. Hate fighting Quicksilver more than Scorpion. I understand why, because Quicksilver is extremely annoying as well. But no, for me it is Scorpion. Because Scorpion has a counterattack, and Scorpion punishes your own specials. Quicksilver is just annoying and dangerous. Scorpion actively interferes with you playing the game. Blue Marvel, Cosmic, or Science? For me, I think he would be Science. Um, because it was like textbook, an experiment was happening, a reactor exploded, now I have powers. For me, that's like the Science champ. If I said who my third champ is going to be, I have not. They have not been announced, so that would be rather uncool of me. Forge, interesting. Does he have like specific resiliences in the comics? I understand him mostly just as a technopath. I know very little about Forge. Danger. Now, Danger, I don't know at all. Did I test Hawkeye's release after the change? Not on the live server, but I tested it internally after I changed it there. Hmm. Yeah, Sebastian Shaw, that sounds reasonable enough to me. Yeah, I was considering taking Bishop, but I think I'm happier with Quicksilver so that they have to pick where to use Falcon. That's smart of them. Nick would have been a wasted spot with us having Toad. It was better for them to grab another counter to the Science Defenders. Respect for that. Love it if Blink was added. Yeah, I've seen some people mention her as well. Yeah, Sebastian Shaw's the villain from X-Men First Class. Correct. There's no way they leave that. Do you know who this champion is or what he does? Hulk was bugged, but we got a fix out for that pretty quickly. I actually did that one myself. It was thankfully pretty simple. I was hoping that would be just enough. That's fine. Like, there's no way Falcon beats that. Petition to change trauma to trauma. Yeah, that sounds like something that would go over great. Yeah, I really didn't care for that particular scene. Agreed. How do I think the Hulk buff will impact the game? I do think he is somewhat overhyped, but I think it all depends on your framing. Like, I'm not going to be taking him into incursions. I'm almost never going to use him in content because I think I'll probably prefer other science characters. And I don't see him as being particularly important in War or AQ, which is why I don't care about him all that much. But I think similar to Juggernaut, he will be a really strong Battlegrounds attacker, and you will see people use him in War and basically just rely on how quickly he gets things down. And it will probably even go pretty well. And so I think that he's a good addition because people are going to enjoy him, they're going to use him, and he's going to look busted in places, but I don't think his impact is going to match that busted description. I saw that, Viraj. Or sorry, Viraj. Reed doesn't need that. He just doesn't. I love him. He could get something on a synergy, maybe. He does not need that power. Bro, throw the special. Jesus. I'm kind of sad about that. I really wanted that screenshot of Killmonger winning offensively. I actually drafted him expecting to use him against that MODOK. That just, I don't know, something about our opponent had, what are you going to do? Fight him with Killmonger? Written all over it. And yes, absolutely. That was a fairly quick takedown, too. Science champs with their lack of buffs are not ideal for incursions. See, I don't fully agree with that, Jim, because you don't always have to use buff core. I get where you're coming from. But, like, there are other powerful incursions hacks. Especially starting this month. I know Blue Marvel isn't confirmed, but I've already begun to brainstorm on how I would design him, like which suit. So which suit wouldn't be my call anyway, ASAP. That's I don't even think they ask for BCG input on that. That's just something that Art and Marvel kind of gets together and agrees on. And then they're like, hey, this is the model we're using. And we're like, cool, that's really pretty. And they're like, give abilities to it. And at that point, we start talking to the art team, and it becomes kind of collaborative. But normally there's at least concept art, and so like the suit is picked before we're consulted. As far as abilities, honestly, no. It's too far out. Like when he would come to the game would be. This is gonna sound like I just confirmed him, and that's not at all what I did. But it's just assuming he comes at some point because I feel like he needs to, and I badly want him to. It would be far enough out that I'm not entirely sure where the skill class and the mystic class would sit at that point. And so I would kind of want to take that into account in building him, and I can't yet. I wish you'd give an Absorbing Man an Infuriate mechanic, at least via synergy, to be honest. Yeah, I know, you and a lot of others, but that's just not what he was built to do. Like, again, light intercepts, I keep saying this, are not the point of his kit. It's just interrupting basics. So sidesteps works, countering heavies works. You have so many ways to pause without the intercepts that I prefer people don't have Infuriate. I've even told other people on the design team not to give him one via a synergy because I don't think that's how his kit is supposed to be used, and I think that it would make him too strong. I think you need to find those openings yourself. Um, he just doesn't need it. Like, Hercules is a good example because he's objectively too strong in a lot of different ways. But somebody who gets credit for their mechanic when sidestepping does not need an infuriate. It should very much be one or the other. It's just too easy mode with both, in my opinion. Hey, Paul. Hey, noob, how's it going? Science champs are the least reliant on buffs. Oh, yeah, of course. I just don't think that you need buffs to be good in incursions. I found Reed quite good there. There are ways you can build the hacks. Glad to have you here, noob. Okay, there's no Archangel, so we're getting rid of Hercules, and I think we're getting rid of Falcon. That looks annoying. They banned my Reed anyway. Rude. Given this, I'll take Doom. There are fewer champions you can keep slow all the time. But that's the thing, is it Reed's pre-fight debuffs specifically are active for effectively 18 seconds. That is a longer slow than basically anybody else in the game. In my opinion, that's excessive. Who do I blame for Hercules? The designer. Like, yes, there was a balanced team, but it was one person and they were overworked. It would have been nice for them to catch more, but I don't lay that blame at their feet. It's the designer because I know that he was smart enough to know what he was doing. Pulled a 6-star Ant-Man feature the other day. Yeah, he's quite good. I feel like people are already underrating him. He's very good. Expecting Domino or Void. I'll take that. Made a king? Nah. That implies more nobility than Hercules deserves. That was pretty sexy. Hey, Shark. Future Ant-Man is absolutely an attacker as well. Yeah, I personally agree with Nerd. I think his value is actually higher on attack than defense. I don't think I win this one. What was the point of emotes? All of the people who badly wanted them. They're not my favorite thing either, but a lot of people really did want them. No! That was a Dex, you freaking jerk. Hey, we actually KO'd him. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, how do we do? Boom. Any chance we'll get Franklin? Franklin would be very difficult to do well. It's not that it'll never happen, but community expectations for Franklin are basically like, hey, can you mash up Hyperion and Scarlet Witch and then make it better because he's also immortal and just pass? I don't know, I say that and maybe I'll be the one to design him someday, but I'm I'm not in a rush to see him in game. Yeah, noob, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's basically where I am, noob. I don't like the emotes, but I knew they were coming. So many people want them, and they improve so many people's enjoyment of the mode. It's fine. I mean, I will just point out, Jim, Gabe doesn't work for us anymore. Just in case you weren't aware. Do I think future Ant-Man's a good example for future champs to disintegrate? I think he's very interesting, yeah. I think that's not the only way you can build a character with disintegrate, not at all, but doing the instant disintegrates as basically a way to apply suppression is a really cool idea. And I think it came together extremely well. I don't think Weapon X needs the black suit. I definitely wouldn't mind an update to her at some point. I'm with you there. Well, I know Scorpion's great for Doom, but I really don't want to deal with him on defense, so here we go. Yeah, I'd be down for Honey Badger. If we're doing something in that vein, I'd rather just make it the new champion that we have the option of doing. Oh, please kill. Get wrecked. Yeah, I love Honey Badger. I was reading through some of the stories leading up to Civil War 2 not too long ago. Um, and that led me to All New Wolverine with with Laura and Gabby, and I instantly fell in love. I would fight to design Honey Badger if we add her to the roster at some point. Gotcha, Jim. Sounds like you may be a little bit behind the stream based on some of your comments. Excuse me. I am so sorry. That was aimed right at the mic. I really apologize about that or for that. I mean, no offense to Jay whatsoever. I'm not 100% sure on the 100% accuracy thing. Didn't he pivot from future Ant-Man to Iron Lad at some point for February? He's been right on the others, but our clues for at least 4 of them were pretty clear. There's a reason that Jay himself said he was more sure of March than anything else on that map. I know Kingpin is really dangerous here, but let's try and get the special 2 off with the big numbers. That is what I wanted. Oh, that was gorgeous. Oh, okay. Mr. King said Iron Lad. Gotcha. Just remember, sample size of 6 is not a guarantee. And I say that not to throw any shade at Jay. I like Jay quite a bit. But just to make sure that people do not get locked in on this is what Jay said, therefore this is what is coming, and anything else is not only a disappointment, but an insult to the community because we wanted what Jay said. Because remember, by the time Jay made those predictions, everything was already in motion, and even if we had wanted to change things, we couldn't have. And I don't think we wanted to either. So just keep that stuff in mind. I'm just saying that so the expectations don't get too far ahead. Yeah, glad Paul covered you, Wolf. That is the major thing for Absorbing Man. I was planning on coming back to that. Nice, Jim. Yeah, that was a really good showcase of Victor. That's awesome, Daniel. It was a really good run. My list isn't long enough for me to point to all-time favorites, but it's already one of my favorites for sure. What rank is my Iron Doom? Rank 4. Maybe I still should have grabbed Carl. I don't know how to feel about that one. I'm not feeling great about this draft right now. Well, we have to do that. And I think that's worth it. They didn't end up pulling Gallon, so there's still value in Nimrod on defense. That was good enough. Oh! Looks like OBS dropped out, Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys didn't lose too much of that fight. That's cool, Skarko. I still need to rank my Shang-Chi now that I finally have him. No, that one was definitely on my end. I got the OBS has disconnected pop-ups. Should go great, Daniel. Ant-Man will just completely shut him down. That should feel like a vanilla arena fight. Good luck. That's a good assignment. It's not a bad effort with Carl. My guess is they didn't get in enough heavy counters, though. I would have expected more crits. Although actually, Nimrod reducing crit damage for the opponent is probably a pretty big issue there. I almost assigned her last war, Paul. That's interesting. I really, really do not like this matchup, but if we can try and stay alive. I don't think I have a better option here. The AI has gotten so good at parrying. No. Dang it. Last time I actually waited for the weakness to go away like a smart person, and this time I was not a smart person, and that was so dumb. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Why did I do that? Alright, that's fine. I assumed we'd lose that one. That looks like a pause to me, though. We'll see. Hey, Cyber, how's it going? Get some rest, man. I'll see you soon. I feel really good about this round, though, so there is that. I know Diablo absolutely can win this. Well, that statement aged very well. It's not really a bug, because that is technically allowed, Daniel. But it's not something that we intend to happen, and so we have tried to make sure it, excuse me, doesn't in the past. I'm not counting my chickens yet. I still need to win this fight. And besides, he might do this. Never, ever leave out the possibility that Nick will be a little jerk. Can't believe we only converted 2 poisons to passives. Like, I think that was both rough AI on his end and then also bad RNG on ours. Somebody realized their mistake quickly. Why are you pausing in the victory track? Okay, that one actually took them that long. Yeah, it's just so weird, man. Okay, let me catch up on chat. So, Omega Red or Shang-Chi, it depends on what you're doing. If you run recoil regularly, Omega Red easily, or if you're willing to switch into it. Otherwise, Shang-Chi for sure. He's just more flexible. Have you ever used a champ with 2-hit mediums and hit the block? Oh, wait, I already read that one. Max milestone is 50 points, currently 73. That's funny. I don't think I have any points in that one. Is it a viable strategy? It depends, noob. Because you do kind of hold on to your health. You have to game out the math a little bit and figure out when to use it and when to not. But the real answer is just never use it because it's stupid. Yeah. We're definitely going to try and curtail it at some point, but for now it is still viable and very dumb. Let's go lock in some SIGs. Not that. Yeah, they definitely should have PWF. The thing is, throwing that many heavies is also going to give yourself a lot of energy vulnerabilities, and that's going to make blocking scarier. So I can understand why somebody would decide to nope out and just hope I would die to Nick Fury, especially if they underestimate Toad. Yeah, good luck on your polls, nerd. I wasn't able to take anything up today. I love Killmonger, but he's just one of those defenders that you kind of have to draft late, because otherwise the other person is just going to get a CGR next round. They always freaking do. Actually, don't see much benefit to read here. I don't normally draft Nova over both Reed and Scorpion, but felt like the play there. Like, of course they pick up good Mystics right after that. We're not surprised by that. Just in case, I think we should pick up Scorpion for Rintra. Yeah, they literally always get CGR on the next one. Not literally, but closer to it than it should be. Correct. Still no Atuma for me, ASAP. Why would you do that? I'm so confused. Like, Claire against Nova is great, but do you think I can't kill Gilly? What just happened? I went to medium and he just dropped his block? We might be reaching time to go to bed because I'm getting tilted. That was just purely because of that freaking input. That's so frustrating. Like, that is an absurdly good Claire round from them, but that's also... we wouldn't have lost. Well, that sucks. Yeah, roping. So dumb. He's okay in Battlegrounds. He's not quite fast enough for my taste, but I've put him in for some metas. Oh, recoil. I didn't even notice. Almost caught me. Let some fall off, though. Is that no willpower, Paul? It's interesting. I know Kitty can do this, but I hope you get wrecked. Nope. Dang it. Just perfectly timed. I actually want the shocks here. Yeah, I think we lost. Unless they got wrecked. Doom seems so bad outside of high price matchups. Not at all, dude. That was Gilly, not Idoom, not Victor. No willpower, and they took 3% of the damage due to liquid courage. And they... What? No damage at all due to recoil. I know Hitmonkey can shrug, but... Yeah, it doesn't take too long to switch to poison. Yeah, but then you have to come all the way back around. Where's the button? Can I not report them afterwards? Hits received 27. I'm not finding it. Ah, there we go. Hold on. Send message to self for tomorrow. Make sure Lopez 1903 is banned. Cool.